Um, Welcome to my midnight lunch. It's incredibly dark out here. I have lunches between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. because I work at nights. I'm sitting here by the lake, out near my work, eating my peanut butter and jelly, or preserves really, and some chips. And I was just thinking about some things and getting kind of emotional about it. Felt kind of silly. I don't know, sitting here crying by myself. Not like anybody's gonna come around or anything, so it doesn't matter, but I just keep thinking about this house and how it's gonna change so much for me and Evan. Like, when we get into that house, I'll be able to go home for lunch. Like, what? Like, right now, it's just, it's not impossible to go home at lunch now, but most of the time spent driving, so it doesn't really make sense. And where we live now is only 6 miles away, but it's highways and a lot of traffic lights, and it just takes forever to get there. But that will change soon. And I was just thinking about how the homeowners were telling us when they first bought the house, it was in shambles. And the husband was saying he was actually kind of upset because of how in disrepair the house was. But his wife had a vision, and boy, did that come to life. Like, I feel so lucky that house is going to be mine in Evans. I don't think this kind of opportunity would have happened if I stayed back in Pennsylvania. And it took a lot for me to make that choice to pick up and leave everything I knew for, I don't know, just the thought of being able to change what was going on and what I was experiencing. I was in a pretty dark place back east. Definitely compared to where I am now. I don't even think I was expecting to live as long as I have back east. I deal with mental illness, and honestly, I can't tell you if it started happening before or after my injury in the Army. I can't really remember too much about my childhood, or I can't really remember too much of my 20s. I did stupid stuff, but not stupid enough to forget it all, so I can tell my memory and the brain injury is definitely starting to show more the older I get. And it's been 13 years. Make a long story short, I fell from an obstacle. My neck broke my fall. Suffered major brain trauma. My vertebrae, C7, burst. It's called C7 burst fracture. Parts of my vertebrae were extracted from my spinal cord, and they were expecting me to be paralyzed if I survived the surgery, and I did survive the surgery, and I was not paralyzed. So I think half of this battle is coming to terms with the fact that I'm not paralyzed and making sure I'm grateful enough for it, on top of recognizing that there's going to be something else that's going to be impacted just as much, if not more, as if I was paralyzed. And I feel like it's going to be my mind, which is really scary. It's pretty scary. But I'm totally derailed from what I was talking about. House stuff, not Army stuff. But speaking of Army stuff, I take my medicine while I'm on lunch breaks. I can't take it on premises because it's not legal. But if I didn't have this, I wouldn't be here working. So I have to make it work. I have a couple of VA appointments this month, actually. I'm really surprised with how fast they got me these appointments. I've been going to the VA for about 13 years since I got out. And I don't think I've ever had an appointment made less than a month from when it was requested. And I don't know if it's because they're trying to reform the Carl Hayden out here. It's really not the best VA. The ones back east I kind of liked. They were hard to get to because they were like an hour away and everything's far apart back there, which is weird because Arizona is more vast than Pennsylvania is, and I can get to a VA in either direction in half hour, 45 minutes. And not if there's traffic, but anyway. I'm guessing the Carl Hayden VA is trying to improve or whatever. They opened, I guess they call it a North Metro or the Metro location. And it's, I'd say 8 miles west and 3 or 4 miles north of the current one that I go to. And so I'll have appointments at both the Carl Hayden and at the new one in Metro. And it's confusing because my appointment sheets that they send me don't really specify exactly where I'm supposed to go. The one says something about calling the Jade Opal Clinic, which is at the main VA, so I'm assuming that's where I'm supposed to go. But I'm hopeful. I'll be talking to a neurologist, I think, and somebody from mental health, I think. But I can't remember which one's first. But one of them is on Monday. And I put it in my phone as a reminder. But I'm not really sure which one. I think I'm supposed to go to the city for that one. But like I said, my memory is getting pretty bad. I've gotten lost trying to get home from work, which is really scary. I got lost trying to find Del Taco that I've been to many, many times. I just didn't know where it was. It's really scary not knowing where you are. I'm just forgetting things. Forgetting what I've eaten, forgetting what I've done, forgetting days altogether. Like a lot of that's been happening with work, and it's kind of scary because they don't like it when you forget things. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping for some good news this summer, and I'll be wanting to probably share that with you when the time comes. But I'm gonna get back to eating my lunch, but I just wanted to chat because I had a lot on my mind. And talking to myself out loud, although I am doing it right now, it doesn't feel as crazy when I'm staring at my phone. I can see myself. It's kind of like I can see you, right? But yeah, I guess until next time, vlog you later.